All right, chat. What the fuck is going on with friendship these days, bro? For one thing, for starters, doesn't exist. Sometimes it feels like it. Okay, for a good true friend these days is very few and far between. And once again, especially for people my age, because holy shit, dude, it's quite literally impossible to find a normal person these days. And don't get me wrong, I have a very small circle of people. Most of the people I talk to is just the people living in my house, so my family. I have like four true friends, and I only regularly talk to like two of them. And I thought I had another true friend of like 10 years, but the motherfucker hasn't answered my text, so fuck that bitch. I think it's about time we start normalizing cutting people off, bro. Or at least for me, that's what I'm gonna try to do. Because I'm too nice, bro. I'm too lenient. I put up with too much bullshit from these people, bro. Genuinely. Like, bro. Okay, so we got some bullet points here. So, for starters, let's just lay the groundwork, okay? What do I consider to be a good or a bad friend? So, a good friend, in my opinion, is me. Now, I'm not going to toot my own horn here, but I think I'm a pretty good fucking friend. You know what I'm saying? I do some mental health checkups every now and then. Not saying you have to do that. I'm just saying I do that. It's also kind of just an excuse to talk to my friends just because, if we got nothing to talk about. This is mainly for like the friends who don't live near me, because they moved away last year, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, I check in on my friends. I actually know what's going on in their life. I mean, once again, not a necessity, but still, yeah. So I try to keep up with them, like at least attempting to harvest or to harbor this friendship, right? That's one thing that a good friend does. Making an attempt, making an effort at a little bit. Just a little bit. Even 5% is something. But some people put in quite literally jack shit. And which is fair. I've done that. I do that sometimes. But that just depends on what level of friends you are. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, sometimes the best friend you'll ever have, you don't really need to talk to them that much. And then, y'all just pick it back up like that. Those are the best friends you could ever have. And I have plenty. Those four people I'm talking about, those are those types of friends, but I still talk to them. But yeah, so I'd say a good friend is just someone who actually gives a fuck about you. You know what I'm saying? Someone who is willing to sacrifice time for you, someone who's willing to put in an effort to not take care of you, but like to actually lock in with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying they have to be like, oh, you want to hang out this week and next week and shit like that. Like, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying they make somewhat of an effort to show that we're still friends. I still fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? We still rock together. We're good. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, and it's not just me desperately texting them, asking, see if they want to hang out, and they respond a few days later and be like, sorry, man, I can't. Like, okay, bro. All right. So yeah, so I'd say a good friend is just a good friend. It's not even hard to define, really. It's just, you'll know when someone's a good friend, I would hope. Now, a bad friend is just someone who doesn't try at all. They use you. They only talk to you when they want something, and they basically you're only there for their selfish shit. And I'm like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever. And sadly, I have too many of those. Respectfully. Now, I might be just going looking at life and these people through a very cynical lens, but I'm also taking into account that we're a year and a half removed from high school. Most people from high school don't stay in touch, and the ones that I am still in touch with, they're either really good friends or solid friends that I've had for a while. And I'm more specifically talking about the solid friends that I have. So yeah, and So let's just start with this. The fakeness. God damn, nigga, everyone's fake, bro. And this isn't even a Gen Z thing. It's just kind of I feel like this might just be a universal human thing. And I'm finally realizing that as I'm getting older, which is cool, I guess. But it's like nobody's genuine anymore. Nobody feels like a real person who actually cares about stuff, And when I care about something, you'll know about it. Don't worry. Yeah, I'll probably just talk about it like I'm talking about it to you right now. But yeah, people are just so fucking fake these days, bro. They'll be like, yeah, and this is an average thing. That friend you're not really that good of friends with, but it's you still talk to him, like a school friend or a work friend. You'd be like, dude, we gotta hang out sometime. Long time no see, bro. We gotta do something. We gotta link up before I go back to school. That shit is not happening, bro. I can confidently tell you, bro, that shit is not happening because I know your track record, bro. And it's always the same nigga. He'll be like, dude, we gotta do something, bro. It's summer, bro. We gotta do something. Let's lock in, bro. And then I don't hear from him for like fucking 6 months. And I'm like, I don't really care. My problem isn't that he doesn't talk to me. I don't give a fuck about that. I've realized we're no longer going to be in that same stage of friendship that we were in fucking sophomore year. We're very different people. I understand that. But I don't want to be holding on to this last vestige of a potential friendship that you're just lording over me while you make absolutely zero effort, but you're the one trying to initiate something from the get-go. Like, you're the one trying to hang out, but then you never actually fucking set anything up. And then in the past, I've tried setting things up, and the nigga always fucking cancels. And I'm like, okay, so I gave up. I gave up on trying to be friends with him a long time ago because so did he. That's what it felt like. And it could have just been purely coincidence, but there's absolutely no way. Because the amount of times I saw him hanging out with our friend group, the rest of the friend group, besides me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, that's another thing. Getting cut out from the friend group is crazy work, bro. I've seen that happen too many times too, where it's like the group will rock with you if you're there. But if you're not there, they are not inviting you, bro. They are not inviting you, bro. That's an experience I've dealt with many times. It is what it is. Maybe I'm just an unlikable person. I don't know. Maybe I'm only likable to a very small percentage of people. I don't know. But yeah. Now, social media and technology fucking ruin friendships sometimes, in it to a degree. It strengthens some and weakened others, you know? Because, like, on the one hand, social media, you see your friends hanging out with someone else, and it kind of hurts, you know? And it's just like, oh, damn. You know, but you try not to take it too personally, you know, like what I was just talking about. But then there's also, like, you know, in the last video I was talking about, you know, people who are trying to, like, communicate through stories and shit like that, doing all that extra fucking drama bullshit. No, bro, get that shit out of my face. And the last one, maybe not the last thing, but I find that I kind of end up playing therapist to a lot of people. I don't know why. I don't have any sage wisdom. I don't have any immensely traumatic events that I have that can relate to someone else, but maybe people think I just give good advice, or maybe people just think I'm a good listener. I don't know. Whatever it is, they have a knack to go straight to me for some reason, and this is the type of friend that I fucking hate, and it's all my female friends who do this shit. They will not talk to me at all, like barely. I'd probably get like maybe one text every 2 months from them. Maybe. Not even a text, probably just an Instagram reel, right? And then randomly just calls me, you know, tweaking out about something. And I'm like, look, I'm going to talk you through it because you're my friend. But, like, bro, literally every time, the only time you reach out to me is not to hang out, not to check up on me. It's when you have a problem and you want me to listen to your bullshit. And I'm like, look, I consider myself a good friend, so I listen to it, okay? And I try to give the best advice that I can, or I just listen, you know? But, nigga, like, that's the only time I ever interact with you is when you have a problem. And I'm like, bro, that's not friendship. That's just a contractual therapist shit. I don't know. And it's annoying. So I'm really trying to get out of that. I'm really trying, bro. Like, it's so hard because I'm kind of desperate for friendship in like the position I'm in now. I am kind of desperate for friendship because I'm not in school and I don't have consistent work, and the work that I do have, I've been there for a while, so I'm already like okay friends with them, but I'm never gonna go out of my way to hang out with them. But still, yeah. So that's my opinions. Let me know if you can relate, and yeah.